When you first become a parent, you start thinking in decades. When you become a papa, you start thinking in generations.
Prime Minister Hubert Ingraham says a new term in office for the Free National Movement will see the launch of Bahamas Jubilee, a 10-year national plan for the development of the Bahamas.
They'll begin a national consultation process at every level of society to build on the progress we've made as a country, as well as meet the challenges of today and tomorrow. There will be a national commission to plan for Bahamas Jubilee, with a unit in the Office of the Prime Minister to facilitate this process. Bahamas Jubilee will consult widely about our national goals and priorities over the next 10 years, leading to our 50th anniversary of independence.
Citing recent actions in Parliament, Prime Minister Hubert Ingraham concludes that the PLP is already in meltdown. Mr. Ingraham uncovered what he called facts that the PLP doesn't want brought to the surface regarding the New Providence Road Improvement Program. He says had the project continued in 2002 when the PLP came to office, it would have been completed for $56 million, since at that time the price of oil, cement and plastic were all lower, comparing oil at $20 a barrel then compared to the more than $100 barrel tag today.
They don't want you to know that because of their wheeling and dealing, they could not attract a single reputable international company to bid on the road program. They don't want you to know that when that company that was carrying the work out on the road went into receivership, there was $34 million left in a $52 million contract, that the contract had $16 million in cash advance and performance bond was available to add to the $34 million, and that they could have completed the road for another $6 million, and it would have been finished 6 or 7 years ago. They do not want you to know that the government had a performance bond of $7.8 million, which it could and should have called in.
On the issue of crime, when the FNM returned to office in 2007, there were only 2 Supreme Courts dealing with criminal matters in New Providence. Today, there are 5 and an additional 1 in Grand Bahama. He says as they deal with the backlog of cases piled up reportedly under the PLP, despite claims of swift justice, they have assigned 2 judges to deal with new cases before the courts. This, coupled with more police resources and social programs, he believes is attacking the problem. Mr. Ingraham says every time the FNM comes to office, they've had to improve less than adequate conditions left behind by the PLP.
He can't maintain law and order in his own party, much less in the country. He was unquestionably an abysmal failure when it came to improving the criminal justice system so we can get these criminals off these streets. Perry is too risky to place the future of our country in his hands.
Clint Watson, ZNS News.